Hey YouTube, this is Lisa with the Backward Glance, and today is September 29th, 2019. This has been a pretty great month for me, especially the beginning of the month. Tapered off a little bit in the middle and picked up a little bit just this last weekend, so I'm excited to see what quarter four is going to bring. So this is going to be another one of my What Sold Fast on eBay videos where I show you 10 items that I flipped within the first 30 days of being listed in my eBay store. As always, I have some apparel related items because that's what I sell the most of, but I also have a pretty interesting mix of some other random things in this particular video. Unless I mention otherwise, the buyers always pay shipping on my items. And I do have a bonus item at the end of this video as well. So let's get into it. Item one is this candlestick. This was like a cast metal, not the kind of thing I usually pick up, but I know people like cats and I thought this would be super cute for Halloween, so I did put Halloween in the title. This candlestick was both crooked and a little bit beat up, so you can see that the cat had like a little bit of damage on its face. That didn't stop somebody from picking it up though, so I paid 50 cents for this, sold it through Offers to Watchers for $17, and that took 8 days. Item two was a sale I was super happy about. These pencils I picked up at this little indoor flea market, and they were just in a box of completely random like junk drawer stuff. They caught my eye because they said on the back of them a bottle of ink and a pencil. And so that seemed like maybe a cool art supply. They had like a little bit of a vintage vibe to them. So I was sort of thinking like these could be something that are discontinued and maybe somebody out there is hooked on this particular pencil and will pick it up. So I paid $1. I did not look them up at the time because my phone didn't actually work in the space where this event was. And I was so surprised when I actually looked them up and found out what they were selling for. So I was thinking, maybe I'll get like $8 or $9 for the three of them, but it turns out that these really have a strong following. So I paid $1. I got my full asking price of $62 for three pencils. And that took 13 days. I did bump the shipping up to priority, so I paid a few bucks out of pocket so that I would have insurance on that. And I do that a lot when I sell kind of lighter items that are selling for probably like anywhere over $40. I like to get that insurance that comes with priority mail. So I'll often charge the buyer for what it would cost to ship it first class, but then pay the extra for priority out of my own pocket. Item three is this sweater by a brand called Inniscrafts, and I always look for these sweaters that are made in Ireland. Traditionally, they have the cable knit pattern, which is kind of like the raised, almost braided looking pattern on there, and this is also a really traditional color for a fisherman's sweater. Most fisherman's sweaters are pullovers, not zip-ups, but other than that, the style was really kind of traditional with what they call a fisherman's sweater. And here is the tag from the inside. I hadn't heard of this brand, but I thought it was worth looking up, being merino wool, fisherman style, and made in Ireland. I paid $5.35 for this. I got my full asking price of $32, and that took 20 days to sell. Item four is a Tumi bag, and if you've watched many YouTube videos, you've probably heard other sellers talk about this brand. It's only the second time I found this brand, and the first time it was completely beat up and I wasn't able to get it, so I was happy to find this. This is not a sought after bag. These nylon bags, even though it does have a little leather trim, are definitely not what you're really looking for in Tumi. And then this one was like a shoulder bag without a crossbody strap. It didn't even have a place to add a crossbody strap, so that was also kind of going against it. But I did pick it up, and just being excited to find my first Tumi bag. I paid $6.30 for it, and I got a best offer of $24, and that took exactly 30 days to sell. And I didn't really get any watchers or anything on this, so I probably would pass on these nylon bags unless you're getting them for a great price, but definitely keep an eye out for this brand in like the all leather bags. All right, item number 5 is for a Harry Potter fan. So I found this scarf. It was actually from Universal Studios, so the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, as you can see there on the tag. There were definitely a lot of variations of sort of the same scarf listed on eBay. I paid $4.20 for this. I got a ton of watchers on it, and I did get my full asking price of $18, and that took 6 days to sell. Item 6 are these mini Tonka moccasins. I liked these ones because they had the beads. I don't always pick up mini Tonka. It has to be in really, really good condition anymore for me to pick it up because I just never sell it for that much. And I did actually kind of assume I was going to sell these for about $18 probably through sending out offers. I paid $4.20 for them, but someone did come along and pay my full asking price, which was nice. And these took 14 days to sell. If you're not familiar with this brand, here's a little better, clearer picture of the logo. You see it a lot in sort of like touristy stores and things. I don't know, maybe more just in the Midwest. I don't know if it's popular in other places, but I do see quite a bit of it. Some more pencils, not nearly the kind of profit margin this time, but I picked up these. I picked up a whole bundle of pencils, and the vast majority were these Arco number 88 pencils. And I don't know what's special about them. They're just a number 2 pencil, but I did look them up real quick in the store and saw they had a decent sell-through rate. Definitely not great prices, but right now, I don't know what your experience is, but I have been having trouble getting very much when I go out sourcing. And for a while, I was really only trying to source things that I could sell for like at least over $18, if not even trying to aim a little higher than that. But what I'm finding is that I'm having to kind of incorporate smaller items just to keep the activity in my store, to allow myself to have enough things to list, to get these little sales that maybe don't make me a huge profit, but they keep, like I said, traffic and activity happening in my store, which the algorithm favors. And it's said that with each sale you get, you might be ranking a little bit higher. So personally, I think it's worth it to pick up some of these smaller items, especially when they don't take up too much storage space. So with that said, I paid 80 cents for these. I got my full asking price of $8, and they actually sold on the same day that I listed them, so not bad. All right, here's item 8, and I basically never pick up kids items, but I saw these little overalls. I thought they were really cute. They were super beat up, but I have heard that Oshkosh vintage overalls do well. So these were the vest back. You can see how beat up the tag is. There's the tag from the front, also very beat up. But you can also see that they were made in the USA, so I decided to give them a try. I paid $2 for these and got a best offer for $20. That took 22 days. Another one of these small sales that this is an item I picked up to just kind of, like I said, drive some traffic to my store. Just a single skein, I have no idea how to say that word. I am not a knitter. I picked this up because it's merino wool, and yarn is kind of on my radar. I don't know a lot about it. I have noticed that it's hard to find wool yarn. The vast majority that you see is usually acrylic. So when I found this, I decided that it was probably worth getting. I paid $1.20 for this, and I sold it through offers to watchers for $8.15. It took just 2 days to sell. Here's item 10, and then like I said, I do have a bonus. So this is a piece of fabric that I have had for a long time. Originally thought I might do something with it. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I'm sure I thrifted it or got it at a garage sale. I decided to list it, again, because sourcing has been difficult and I've had it for so many years without using it. So I don't know what kind of fabric it is. It was only about 2 yards, I think just a little over 2 yards. It was marked Charter Fabrics. And basically, it's just a very iconic sort of mid-century modern pattern. I knew somebody would really like it. So I sold this one through Offers to Watchers for $16.50, and that took 9 days to sell. And our bonus item is sort of the polar opposite of what I've been showing you. So I do these videos to show you things that sell fast, things that you might actually want to be looking out for. And I think that that's really good to know. And sometimes as a bonus, I like to show you something that took forever to sell, because that's also probably a good sort of thing to know too. So on that note, this pair of Big Star jeans, um, I don't know why I picked these up, but Big Star is very popular around me. It's very, very oversaturated on eBay, and this is like the worst cut, boot cut, the worst rise right now, low rise, the worst wash right now, medium washed. It did have the flat pocket, which is good. So I actually paid $4.10 for these, and I sold them for my full asking price of $12, but I'm sure I started these at either like $24 or $26 and have been lowering the price from there. They took 14 months to sell. So there you go, there's something to not be on the lookout for. So that's everything that I have to show you today. I always really appreciate if you leave a comment, and if these kind of videos help you in your reselling venture, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, you can feel free to like or dislike this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.